you know, I can't tell if this is a cute hairstyle for me or if I just look like someone who is in her late 20s and is trying to blend in with the youth. I think it's the latter, so we're gonna take these off. I'm Nemesis. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Long time no see. I know. I'm sorry. I'm still alive. I still exist. I'm still creating content. As you can maybe, probably, very possibly hear in my voice, I am sick. I have been sick this whole entire week, and the previous week to this one I also couldn't upload because I was drowning in work. I'm so sorry I've been gone, but I'm back. But anyways, before we get started, let's talk about the song of the Minifigan week. Very quick, very easy. The song of the week is As It Was by Harry Styles. You don't need an explanation. I don't need to give you one. He did that. Let's carry on. Alright, so as you saw by the title of today's video, is for my curly wavy beginners. I know a lot of you that watch me are not curly wavy beginners. I know y'all have been in the game for as long as me or even longer. But if you don't follow me on Instagram, go fucking... How many times do I have to tell you that you need to go follow me on Instagram? And Mrs. Mario 6, thank you very much. Because your girl's account has grown significantly in the last few months. And there's a shit ton of curly wavy beginners that have been asking for this video, and I'm here to give the people what they want. So yeah, this is gonna be a curly wavy beginners starter kit. I know it can be so very confusing. The internet can throw a lot of information at you at the same time, and you might feel the urge to go to CVS and buy the entire curly hair aisle. I don't know. So I'm here to kind of simplify things for you, help you out. So without further ado, let's get started. Now, before I even go through this list, let me just tell you that since you're a curly wavy beginner, you might have heard of the curly girl method, and you might be like, I'm gonna follow that because those are the rules to follow. Okay, you can do that, but fair warning, I do not follow the curly girl method. It didn't work for me. So a lot of these products are not gonna be curly girl method approved. If some of these interest you and you do follow the CGM, you can simply go to the Curly Scan website and type in the products that I'm just suggesting so you can find out which ones are curly girl method approved and which ones are not. Let's start with basics. Shampoo and conditioner. In my humble opinion, every curly wavy person should have 2 shampoos and 1 conditioner. You should have 1 moisturizing shampoo, 1 clarifying shampoo, and 1 conditioner. Clarifying shampoos, if you do not know, are shampoos that are meant to cleanse and clarify your scalp. These should not be used every single time you wash your hair, but they should be used once a month or once every 2 weeks, depending on how much product you use, how oily is your scalp, how much product buildup you get on your hair. Once you start experimenting with curly hair products, you're gonna figure out how often you need to clarify your hair. On the screen, I'm gonna pop up my favorite clarifying shampoos, and they are all affordable options. First of all, we have the Kristen S Micellar Clarifying Shampoo. Love it, love the applicator, love the actual product. The second option is the Twist by Widad Clarifying Shampoo. It's also absolutely lovely. It doesn't leave you with that like stripped feeling, but it gets the job done. And the third option is the Kinky Curly Come Clean Clarifying Shampoo. All 3 of these shampoos are raved about by other curlies and wavies that I've followed and seen here on YouTube and on Instagram, TikTok, etc, etc. So it's not just me that loves it. If you have any other doubts, research them because they're good shit. Now, for moisturizing shampoos, which should be the shampoo that you use more often if you wash your hair once or twice a week, this is the shampoo that you should go for. I have my top 3 options here. The Kristen S Moisture Curl Shampoo. Once again, I've raved about the shampoo many times on my channel. We also have now the Living Proof Curl Shampoo, which I mentioned already in like 2 videos since this one. I know it's a little bit more on the pricey side, but in my opinion, it's absolutely fucking worth it. It's one of the most moisturizing and nourishing shampoos I have ever used. And third, we have the Twist by Widad Oil Infused Shampoo. I've also talked about the shampoo before on my channel. I absolutely love it. It's kind of like that blend between a moisturizing and a clarifying shampoo, because since it's oil infused, it almost feels like an oil cleanser but for your scalp. It's absolutely lovely. Good shit everywhere. Oh, something I should mention, all three of these shampoos are scented, so I'm so sorry if you don't like scented shampoos, but they are my top 3 favorites, so I'm being honest with you. Now for conditioners, I basically have the conditioners that match those shampoos. The Crispness Curl Conditioner, the Living Proof Curl Conditioner, and the Twist by Widad 4-in-1 Hydrating Conditioner. Nothing much to say about these 3. They're just great, and they combine perfectly with their corresponding shampoos. They get the job done. None of them are too heavy, too oily, or too greasy. All right, now let's move on to deep conditioner, because I also believe that every wavy and curly should have at least one deep conditioner in their shower. If you are transitioning from straightening your hair very often to now trying to like revive your waves and your curls, it is crucial that you start deep conditioning every week or once every 2 weeks, depending on your porosity and the thickness of your hair. So these are my top 3 recommendations for deep conditioners. First of all, we have the Briogeo Don't Despair Repair Mega Strength Protein / Moisture Mask. I raved about it on my previous video of Sephora recommendations. I think this is the perfect hair mask deep conditioner situation that you should have as a beginner. Why? Because it literally has the perfect balance between moisture and protein. And as you're about to learn as a curly wavy beginner, the moisture protein balance is very important. My second mask recommendation is the Jisoo Honey Infused Hair Mask. I know I haven't talked about that mask much on my channel. I've talked more about the Jisoo Honey Infused Hair Oil, but the hair mask is just as freaking good. I think it has mixed reviews because like I think it's very scented, but then again, I don't care. But this is more of a straight up just moisturizing rich mask. For reference, I have fine to medium thickness and I have low porosity, and this mask has worked very well for me. It's nothing too crazy. It just kind of just gets the job done and just nourishes and reinforces your hair. And last but not least, if you're looking for a more affordable drugstore option, we have the Garnier Fructis Nourishing Treats. This line of nourishing hair masks, they have a lot of options. This is the one that I've tried that has not failed me, and is meant to be used kind of like as a 3-minute treatment. I love it. If you want to use it as a quick treatment, you can. If you want to use it for longer, you definitely can. I think it's absolutely perfect also for beginners, because you might not want to drop a whole bag in a Sephora deep conditioner. You might want to go the more affordable route. That's a good option. All right, now let's move on to styling products. First of all, I think every wavy and curly needs a lightweight leave-in conditioner. Why do I say lightweight? Because wavy curly people usually, not always, usually have finer hair texture, and wavy hair can tend to get way down very easily. So the lighter you go with your leave-in conditioners, the better. Same goes for creams, but we'll get to that later. So for my lightweight leave-in conditioner recommendations, these are my top 3s. First, as I've already raved about so much on my channel, the Verb Curl Leave-In Cream. Gorgeous, gorgeous. The actual perfect leave-in conditioner in my opinion. That is my number 1. She is so lightweight, so milky, but so hydrating, so moisturizing, and it's also so milky that it makes it easier for my hair to absorb the product. For my second option, I have the Twist leave-in conditioner. Now, my favorite thing about this is that it comes in a spray, so it's way harder to overdo it with a product if it comes in a spray versus like having to pour out the product. It also has the same qualities as the Verb conditioner, which is very lightweight, is very easy for your hair to absorb. And for my third option, I had the Ceremonia Guava leave-in conditioner. This one is very, very, very similar to the Verb Curl leave-in, but it just smells really good. It smells like guava, bitch. I can't help it. Absolutely love that leave-in conditioner. It gets the job done. It's very milky, very silky in a way, and it comes in a little pump, which helps you, you know, like not overdo it again. And I think it has antioxidants and all types of shit that protects your hair from like heat and external factors. Well, girl, whatever. Point is that it's a good leave-in conditioner. All right, second styling product that I believe curly wavy beginners should have is a defining cream. Now, as I said, wavy curly hair tends to get weighed down very easily. So what are we gonna do? Not do the most when it comes to cream. These three are my top 3 defining creams at the moment. Number 1, we have the Not Your Mother's Curl Talk defining cream, a classic, an OG in this channel. Literally the first defining cream I ever showed you guys in my first ever curly hair video. I mean, me and her and me, we're just bonded. So bonded, bitch. It's a wonderful, creamy, defining cream. Almost feels like a leave-in conditioner and a defining cream put together. Absolutely wonderful. Number 2, we have AG Hair Care's Curl Fresh Definer. I made a whole entire video about this cream, actually, how I used it as a all-in-one type of styler, so you can definitely go ahead and check that out if you want to see how this cream works. In my opinion, it works best when it's layered with a gel, but it's also designed to be an all-in-one type of styler, and it's more of a lightweight type of cream. It almost feels like a cream and a gel put together, so it's best for those of you who have finer hair, who don't like heavier creams on you. And now for my third option, we have the Curlsmith Hold Me Softly Style Balm. My bitch right there. I have not been able to shut up about that fucking cream since the minute I discovered it. It provides so much hold, definition, moisture, all of the good things that you want in a cream. That's my bitch right there. Now let's move on to the third and final styler that we're gonna talk about for a curly wavy beginner story kit. Hair gels. Yeah. Now, if you are a curly wavy beginner who hasn't dabbled in the world of curly hair products, you might be scared of gels at first because you probably think of gels and you probably think crunchy. I know, we all went through that, but we're better now because now we know how to use gels properly. So these are my top 3 recommendations. First of all, we have another OG in this channel. Yes. We have the Curls Be in Control Curl Sculpting Gel. That goddamn green bottle, y'all also got tired of me bringing that shit. But it is really one of the best gels that I tried at the beginning of my journey. It never let me down. It was that perfect balance between being like moisturizing, but also providing hold and definition. I kept going back to it because it's one of the most affordable hair gels out there. Second gel that we have is the Uncle Funky's Daughter Curly Magic or the Camille Rose Curl Maker. I use those 2 gels interchangeably. You can't go wrong with one or the other. They kind of do the same exact thing for me. They add a lot of slip to your hair while still adding tons of definition and tons of hold, especially if you build them up. I mean, truly fantastic. For my third option, I have the Twist hair gel. This is more of a lightweight gel. It's supposed to give you more of like a soft to medium hold, but that's why I'm recommending it, because if you just really don't want to deal with any crunchiness, any gel cast at all, I think that's more of the gel that you should go for. And that's it for styling product. I'm not gonna talk about sprays or mousses because as curly wavy beginners, you should just stick to a very simple minimal routine. And then later on, when you start figuring out what your hair likes, what your hair doesn't like, then you can start dabbling with mousses, custards, sprays, whatever the fuck. I do have one last product that you should maybe add to your routine, and that is hair oil. And these are my top 3 hair oils. First, we have the Twist hair oil that I know I bitched about the first time that I talked about Twist, but has now become one of my favorite oils. It's multi-use. You can use it for so many different things. You can use it to detangle your dry hair. You can use it to scrunch out the crunch. You can use it as a pre-poo treatment. You can use it as so many different things. Love the hair oil, and it's very fluid, so it's never gonna feel too heavy on your hair. Second option, we have the Jisoo honey infused hair oil. Now this is a bit of a thicker oil, so I am exclusively recommending it to those of you who had medium to thick hair. And for the third option, I have another OG. Oh my god, I have the Verb Moringa and Jojoba treatment oil. Oh my god, so those of you that remember, y'all remember when I wouldn't shut the fuck up about this fucking oil? It's a type of oil that you can mix up with your deep conditioners or with your regular conditioner, with any hair mask, whatever, and you can leave on your hair for 30, 40, a whole hour. But it can also be used to like break your gel cast, add some frizz control, etc, etc. They're all amazing. And for curly wavy beginners, the reason why I recommend it is because it's always good that at the end of your curly or wavy hair routine, you add a couple of drops of hair oil to the ends of your hair to lock in moisture or break any gel cast that you might have. It's not absolutely necessary, but it's heavily encouraged. All right, now that we covered products, let's talk about tools, starting with brushes. So for detangling wavy hair, there's different options. If you detangle your hair while it's dry, I recommend adding some oil to it so that it's easier. If you do it this way, I recommend these types of brushes. This is a wet brush with very flexible nylon. I'm so sorry, there's hair in it. Bitch, whatever, it's a hair video, you're gonna see hair. With very flexible nylon bristles. Or this type of brush. This is a tangle teaser. And it also has very, very flexible bristles. Now, why is it important to have flexible bristles? Because you don't want very hard bristles that are just gonna pull on your hair and break them. These will glide through your hair a little bit easier without so much breakage, causing less damage. So yeah, these are absolutely wonderful for dry or wet detangling. The other option to detangle is a wide tooth comb. I think this is great to detangle when your hair is wet. Detangling hair while it's wet is a little dangerous because when your hair is wet is when it's the most vulnerable. So you need to add some slip to your hair. You must have either a conditioner, a deep conditioner, or a leave-in conditioner on in order to detangle your hair while wet and not cause that much breakage. And it's best to detangle either with your fingers or with a wide tooth comb. These are your detangling besties. I'm not saying that you need all three of them, but maybe one of each. Now, other than detangling, curly people use brushes to style our hair, to form clumps, to define our waves and curls better. And that's what these types of brushes are for. This is a Denman brush, a 7-row Denman brush. You might see some curlies and wavies on the interwebs using these to form curl clumps. There are many videos that show you exactly how to get the most benefits out of a Denman brush, and it's absolutely wonderful. Denman brushes have more of stiff bristles that are meant to add tension to your hair and create those big juicy curl clumps. I used to love using this one to style my waves and curls, but now I discovered these are nylon/boar bristle brushes, and they're used almost the same exact way as Denman brushes, but I prefer these because they have a blend of nylon bristles, which are these pointy ones, and boar bristles, which are these brown ones right here. So they add more tension to your hair, which makes it, I don't know, easier for my curls and waves to kind of bounce back. I'll insert some clips of me using this type of brush. This is the one that I originally started using. This is from Goody, but this brush has been fucking discontinued. I don't know why. Ugh. It's such a good fucking brush. But finally, I think I found a dupe for this brush, which is this one. This is from the brand Glam Squad, and it's the closest I have gotten to finding a drugstore version of a nylon/boar bristle brush that works for styling wavy and curly hair. The only thing is that the nylon bristles are a little bit more flexible than these. These are a little bit more stiff, so I feel like this one adds more tension. But if you don't want to try this one, there's these two other options from these other brands. They're a little bit more expensive. It's the Be Hairful brush and the Beautiful brush. They are both almost exactly like this. They have more tension in their bristles. They are specifically designed for curly hair, but they're a little bit more pricey. All right, another tool that is, I would say this is more essential on a curly wavy starter kit. Microfiber towels, baby, or turby twists, whatever you want to call them. Microfiber towels save lives. Microfiber towels reduce frizz. Microfiber towels reduce breakage. Microfiber towels are the way. This one is the Diva Curled one. I got it from Ulta. It is wonderful. It's the little towel that I wrap my hair in when I get out of the shower. I can use this to just wrap my hair while I like get ready and then dry my hair, or I can also use this to plop my hair after I put in product. If you don't want to spend your coin on microfiber towels yet, please feel free to use a large cotton t-shirt to dry your hair. It does basically the same thing, but these turby twists with the button and the little strap, just make it easier. So I'm just putting you on. I'm trying to make your life easier. Speaking of things to make it easier to dry your hair, diffusers, baby. I know there's many of you that have asked me, isn't it the same to just let your hair air dry? In my opinion, no. If you air dry your hair, there's nothing bad with that, absolutely not. But diffusing your hair with a blow dryer is way more convenient. Why? It's faster. That's my first thing. It's so much faster. If I let my hair air dry, it can take up to 5 fucking hours. It's not the vibe. With diffusing, it can take like maybe 30 to 40 minutes or less, honestly, depending on the hair dryer that you have. I am showing you guys this diffuser. This is a collapsible diffuser from the brand Cool Curls. I really like this diffuser because it's oval and it has a lot of holes. This is important because the more holes in the diffuser, the faster the drying. And these collapsible diffusers that are made of like, what is silicone, rubber? I don't know what they're made of. They're made to like fit almost any hair dryer. So if you have a regular hair dryer already, you just need to get the attachment. There's this one. Rizos Curls also has one, and Ceremonia also came out with their version of a collapsible diffuser. They're all wonderful. They're all kind of like the same thing. The one that I personally use is the one that came with my Dyson hair dryer, but I know that shit is mad expensive. And if you're just now getting started with your curly hair journey, don't even look at the Dyson bit. Don't stop. This shit is mad expensive. Also, if you want to see a whole video of how I diffuse my hair and I explain all the benefits to diffusing, check out this video because I go into details. And last but not least, on this wavy curly starter kit, satin things. More specifically, satin bonnets and satin scrunchies. Yeah. After you do all this work on your curly wavy styling routine and you go to bed and you just sleep with your hair down, you know what's gonna happen the next morning?
Your hair is gonna look like shit.
Okay, that was rude. Let me calm down. It's not gonna look like shit, but it's not gonna look its best. It might look a little frizzy. It might look a little undefined. It might look like not as good as it did the night before, because you need to protect your hair in your sleep. If you want to see how exactly it is that I sleep on my hair, basically I put my hair in a high loose ponytail using a satin scrunchie, and then I just put on my little bonnets. Satin or silk basically trap moisture into your hair, and they are the perfect fabric to reduce frizz, to reduce breakage. It's super important to learn how to protect your hair overnight, because what is the point of putting all this effort into your curly and wavy hair if it's gonna get destroyed overnight? And that's it. That's my whole starter kit. Holy shit. It felt long because I was giving you a lot of options, but it's honestly not that much. Of course, I will link all of these options that I mentioned down below in the description. I really hope you found this helpful and that it encourages you to start your curly wavy hair journey. I swear it's fun. I know it can take up a little bit more work and time to get your curls and waves to look good if you've been straightening them for a long time, but in my opinion, it's worth it. Like, I've never been happier with my hair than I am now, and it's because I took on this like natural hair journey situation. So yeah, that's all from me. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. Also follow me on Instagram. If I'm not here on YouTube, you will always find me present on Instagram and TikTok as well. And most importantly, girls, boys, gender non-binaries, have a great rest of your day.